Hello again, everybody. DM Todd Michael Putnam here again, and just want to do a quick video overview of what tomorrow's adventure is going to be like. They're going to be exploring in an old tower that was discovered, and rumors abounding that there was a great wizard who lived in there many ages ago, who nobody has heard from since. It's gonna be all role play stuff at the top, nothing to really show there. So once they go into the tower, which is all destroyed and whatnot, in the basement of it, they will find a teleportation portal that, when they step on it, will take them to here. You might be able to see that little blue thing underneath it. That's where the teleportation portal lands. That's where the players will end up. Oh, I say missed an LED there. And they will show up in this room here, rather large room. And they will be greeted by this guy, who is an Ifrit. And there's going to be these towering walls of flames behind them that actually act like walls of force. And he is going to greet them and let them know that the master is not taking guests at this time, but that he is happy to have their souls, and he will commence to attack them with by summoning a fire elemental and by doing all the great and cool fun stuff that Ifriti can do. So that should more than likely resolve in the players' in their favor, and they'll duke that out. Once they defeat the Ifriti, normally they completely turn to dust and only their equipment is left. But this one, his head is going to drop to the floor, and that'll be all that's left. And it will shrink to the size that can be held in the palm of your hand. And when the players hold it and walk over this set of magical runes, these 4 walls of flame will then come down, having defeated the Ifriti and holding his skull in their hands. Those 4 flaming walls will come down, allowing the players to walk down the steps on either side. Could come down this side or that side. Towards this area that they see here. The pronounced things that you can see about this, the big factors is there's going to be another set of magic runes on the floor here and there. There are also magical pools of seeing on either side. But as the players come down, there's a hidden bunch of skulls right there. As the players come down, rising up from that will be this guy right here, the Demilich. He will rise up, just got this guy in, he will rise up with his glowing green skull from there, and he will emit his howl, which they have to make their constitution saves or drop to 0. As soon as they reach the bottom of the steps, he will raise up and howl. Of course, this is the Demilich's lair, so when the Ifriti died and the things went down, the Demilich teleported into this area of his own lair and got himself ready to ambush the intruders. So he will come up and battle will commence. Once he destroys them, the players will, once the players destroy him, hopefully, then there's those 2 teleportation areas. If they go to this one, it will take them to this room over here, which is the Lichs Study, which looks very bare right now, but that's because I have coming in tomorrow morning, I actually have all of the bookshelves and whatnot, which will fill that out and make that look a whole heck of a lot nicer. In fact, I had some older ones in there, but I pulled them out because they're going to be coming in first thing in the morning. So they will teleport from this portal here to this one, and they will see all filled with books and shelves and things and scrolls, of which will be a delight for wizards and sorcerers and such not, because there'll be tons of spells and stuff there that they can learn and get. There'll be an old wizard's desk, of course, back when the Archmage was still a human and before he turned into a Lich and then a Demilich. And they will see this little glowing blue thing as well, which will look like a phylactery, and they will destroy it. It is not the true phylactery. That is just that is a ruse. Once they return back and they step on that portal again, they return back to here. The other portal they can go to is this one. There is a portal here with stairs going up to it, but there are walls of force all around it, not allowing the players to get to it. So they will go to this one here. If they look in the pool of seeing in this one, they will see that it's an ice cave, which is over here. but they won't see the big giant monster because he won't be placed there yet. Just as in this one here, if they look in that one, that pool of seeing, they will see the study, which basically lets them know where they're teleporting to. So if they step into this, they will go into this ice cave here, be teleported to some far, far distant flung location, where basically an ice version of a giant purple worm will come out and they will do battle with that. Once they slay that, it will drop to the ground and disintegrate, except for its one large eye, which will fall to the ground, and they can pick that up. And if they bring that with them, between the eye of the giant frozen purple worm and the head of the Ifriti, these walls of force will then come down, allowing players access to this teleportation area, which brings them to this area here. They will land on this magical location, and they will be placed in front of the true phylactery of the Demilich. All around here, I don't have them set in front of me, but all around it will be covered in ice and flames. It'll be like one big gigantic magic walls covering circling all the way around it. If they remove these piles of rubble that they see, they will find locations where they can put one for the eye and one for the head, which will deactivate the magic for protection around the phylactery, and they can then destroy the actual phylactery and stop the Demilich from ever regenerating again. And in that case, they will have destroyed the Demilich. They will have gathered up all of his spells and things that they have learned and magical items which were in his study, and defeated the Demilich once and for all. And that's the basic plan for tomorrow's layout. All this stuff will end up being covered up. What I do is just lay these guys down like this, and there, and then I just kind of lay the stuff over like this, and that. Whammo. And so when they come in, and of course I'll do the same thing for this and the same thing for the ice castle and the same for that. So when they come in, the only thing they'll be able to see, minus of course the Ifriti and the fire elemental, when they first come in to play, the only thing they'll see is this one open room, which is where they will be starting anyway. So that's basically what this adventure is going to be like. And as always, appreciate you taking some time to check it out and listening to what your feedback is. Thanks. Take care.